Going to be an adventure. We're going to try something new together and we're going to cross our fingers that it works. So if you're brand new here, hello, I'm a multi-craftual gal who does a ton of different crafts, whatever my brain latches onto. I do a lot with yarn, so I love crochet, but currently I've been focusing on knitting machines, and that's what this video is going to focus on here. In fact, I have many knitting machines at this point. I think I actually have like 5 knitting machines. Is that a lot? I don't know. I like to have the right tools for the job. So I have all of these knitting machines and I've had a chance to play with them and find the pros and cons, and I've done a few videos here and there on different tips and tricks to make them work for you. But one thing that you can't fix is a broken machine, and this little gal right here, she's not playing nice. She has decided that she wants to grind and stop working the way she's supposed to. And I'm not alone here. So I actually bought this one. This is the Sentro 22 pin, and I bought this from Amazon back in September of last year. It wasn't my first knitting machine. I think she was my second, but we only had her for a few months and she started grinding. She started slipping gears, and now she's just slipping all the time. So she hasn't seized up fully, which I know some of you have mentioned to me that you had this machine right here, and she just kind of stopped working completely. Ours is just in flux, but I don't use her. I try, you know, when I'm as a pattern maker or someone who's making different designs, I need a tool that I'm going to be able to create something regularly with confidence that it's not going to stop working on me. And so I was really sad. I put her to the side. I haven't thought about her for a few months, just because she stopped working. And then I was on Facebook, and yes, I just recently joined Facebook, really, last year. I got really active over there, and there's a lot of groups that you can join where, you know, around knitting machines, and I'm telling you, you should join them if you are into knitting machines or any sort of crafts whatsoever. There's great community over there. You can get inspired. There's free patterns. There's, you know, so many cool things. So anyway, and that's how I found out about the video that I'm going to talk to you about today, or that I'm going to share with you today. So a lot of the discussion was around how these machines were, you know, having the same issues. And not just this one, the other Sentros as well. And if you don't know, this particular model, the Sentro and similar, are plastic. This is cheapo plastic. It's, you know, manufactured as a toy, or it's sold as a toy. It's a good starting piece for people, but it stops working. So when I was in one of my little groups there, someone had mentioned that they were manufacturing replacement parts. Yes, friends, replacement parts. In this group, Grumpy Head Designs. That's what it's called. Grumpy Head Designs. It's over on Etsy. They actually posted that they're making these replacement parts for multiple machines. And I was like, okay, well, my 22 isn't working. My Addy wasn't working. It is now, by the way. The replacement came. She's fixed. I'm so happy. She's a dream. If you have the money, definitely spend it on this one. Do not spend it on the Sentro. But I did decide that the investment was worth it. It was $24.99 from Grumpy Head Designs, and I haven't even opened this bag yet. What is supposed to be in here is a replacement gear and handle for the machine to get rid of that slipping. So we are going to together open up our Sentro 22 and try to replace the parts here. There's no instructions, there's no videos or anything like that, and I'm hoping this video might be able to serve as a tutorial for those of you that are going to get this, and I'm hoping that it actually works. If it doesn't, you know, c'est la vie. I've got my AliExpress, but if it does work, this could be a really great tool. I did reach out to the business owner just to make sure that this was intended for machines that were already broken, and it wasn't just something that you put in immediately. And they said that it should work to fix a machine, but also can be used before the machine ever gets to the point where it stops working. So that was just a couple of pieces of info that they provided. Again, this is not sponsored. Bought this on my own, $24.99 for this piece here for the Sentro 22. I did just check their website, and it seems that they have now created different tools for all the different machines. So even including Addy, which I guess a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, some people don't like the rounded handle. I love it. So I don't know. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive in let's take apart our Sentro 22, replace it with this little set right here, and fingers crossed that it'll work. Oh! All right, before we open up our tool, I do want to show you the damage. So it's fine when there's not yarn in there, but let's just go through and I want to show you what happens. So again, mine is not seized up. Mine is still working, sort of. That's what I'll say. It is working, sort of. Okay, so just use it like I typically would. And everything seems to be going great. I also haven't used her in like a month, so maybe she's, you know, taking a little break here. Ah, there, hear that? And then she stops slipping, and then she stops getting the tools. So what in my mind is happening, and what I've heard people say, is that the plastic gear on the inside wears down so much that it just starts slipping, that it has nothing to grasp onto. So then that's why when we go around, and then right there it slips, it's because that little gear has been worn down. So we don't know. We're gonna open her up, and let's take a look at what is included in this little package here. Okay, so here are the parts. Okay. You don't get to pick your color. That's one thing that they said online, that I think these are 3D printed, so it's whatever they have in stock. And so I don't mind the black. I mean, it doesn't really matter. My Addy is black and that works just fine. So again, there's no instruction. So this is going to be an interesting, okay, so obviously pretty sure that's how that goes. That there. Okay. All right. Let's just cast off so we can open her up. All right, are you ready? Are you ready to do this, to open her? Are you ready to be opened? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop off. Actually, I should probably show you this. That just came out really easily, by the way. I didn't have to do anything. Just slip that off. And then there is a screw that's in there. I do have a screwdriver. Let me see if that's going to work. But this is where everyone said they had issues because they couldn't get this unscrewed. Oh, mine seems to be coming unscrewed. So let me, and don't forget, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So go left to get it unscrewed. Okay, well, maybe I'll just try taking off these screws in the meantime, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to take off all the screws. And if you have one of these, this, my friends, is a magnetic needle holder for when I sew. And anytime I'm taking out little screws from the machines, whether sewing machine or knitting machine, they always go right onto my magnet so I don't accidentally lose them. You could also use, I have another little tool around here that works well, a long magnetic stick. Yes, I have a long magnetic stick. Okay, go right there. So right now I'm just taking off the 2 screws on the center because I will need to remove that as well. But I don't think I can get in here until, in fact, I'm going to take this off just so that I don't risk, I was like, I thought I just broke it. There we go. Take that off and put it to the side so we don't break it. Okay, what other screws are there? There's some screws. Oh, those are long screws. I would have to get a really long screwdriver to get in there, which I think I'm going to have to do. Okay, so we'll take this off. There is a screw, by the way, in here, so you can remove this little knob because you do want to reuse the knob. Okay, so here's a little handle, but then I need to get the screw out. There we go. So I'm going to keep our screw again on the magnet so I don't accidentally lose it. So this screw is really, really long, and it took so long to get it out. So just keep going and going and going until you pull the screw out, and then you don't actually have to snap the handle off. You can just open it up and it'll make it so much easier.
I mean, if you remove these are going to take the whole thing apart.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
All right, well, here we go.
Oh, you got the screw start?
There's one.
So we just need a really long screwdriver. But then I need to keep them.
There's two.
And then I think there's two more. At the bottom. They're everywhere.
I'm probably messing this up, but hold on.
You can't mess it up.
No, the video, not this.
No, you're totally helping. Yes! Success! Okay, so now... Okay, so maybe... Oh, there is another screw. That's what we were running into. All right, so yes. There is... Is there another screw in here? Oh, why is this? Oh, this is just stuck on the bottom. Okay, yay! All right, look, folks, she's apart. This is what she looks like taken apart. And now we just need to take the handle all the way off. There's one more little... Another one. There might be another screw in there. Yep, there is. Is that something at the bottom? Oh, maybe that's what this is for. Okay, she's apart. Oh! Okay, now I just have to remember how to put her back together. Yay! All right, thanks, B. I got it from here, I think. Okay, all that work. And now I have to remember how to put this all back together. All right, after all that, here we are, the innards of our little machine here. So now, all right, I do not want to forget how any of this goes. So I'm gonna lay this out so that I can remember. Okay. So this one is definitely different than, well, we'll just take that off there. And then we'll take that off. Oh, well, there goes all the pins. That's okay. Just take all of our pins and put them here. So if you wanted to see what the inside looks like, and this is what she looks like there. Okay, that must. Okay, so now we have her totally taken apart. So what's happening with this handle is this is just slipping, and I'm trying to see if I can see where any damage is. Don't really see a lot of damage, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Ooh, and there's oil everywhere. So keep in mind, if you're going to be doing this, be prepared. Don't have anything like your fancy yarn or anything around, because it definitely is going to get oily. All right, so that is going to move over there. So then we have our new gear, which is going to end up going there. This is going to go this way. Okay, so now we're going to put it this way because that's how the handle is going to go. So this, you'll see it's a hexagon shape. We're going to, well, it doesn't fit in there. I think it's supposed to, though. Unless it's supposed to smell like that. So it's a hexagonal cut, and then this is a hexagonal, so it should fit inside there, right? So the way that it's supposed to sit, this goes here, and then the handle goes here. But see also how that's the hex, that should go in there in my brain. So it does fit in there. Okay, so I just needed Bill the Muscle Man to come in and do that. So then I think that it needs to go in so that it can catch onto that, and that was the problem. It wasn't in that. Ah. Oh yeah, it's definitely latching on more. Oh, last time it didn't do that. Okay, cool. All right, so just pointing out, this is a hexagon. This is a hexagon. It's supposed to fit inside there. If for some, oh, in your poor hands. Are
yeah, it will. You just hands
Ouch.
don't look like that.
So yeah, so it does need to fit in there. Squeak, squeak. And then I'm just gonna keep tightening this, right, until it stops tightening.
Yeah, you should, because I think it's supposed to suck that thing in.
Yeah, because we're supposed to, essentially we're recreating this, but with that, without this cheap old plastic gear. Sounds like a mouse.
Because it's almost to the end.
Oh, yay. Okay, good. So I think that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so now we've got our screw in, we have our handle. That is just gonna sit right there, perfect. And then we are going to put this piece back on, and we have those two little, these are the little bitties, right? And I have this.
No.
Did you use this one? Oh, this one's not magnet either. That's weird. I'm used to us having magnetized tools. I feel like I have a duty to our environment and to our world to try to repair something. I think that's super important. In fact, if I was being really honest with myself, I probably should not be buying plastic tools like this. I should invest in higher end quality like the Addy, because those will last longer. They'll take a lower toll on our environment. So anyway, so I'm going to try to fix this the best of my abilities, no matter how long it takes. So you have to put this on now. This piece right here, so when you're putting it back together, these 3 dots need to go by the 3 little things. So this will make it easier to remember. This is going to go on here. That goes like that. And then this goes like this. Now that I have this, so essentially this needs to be in the front. Let me just stick this on. Okay, so that's how that goes. Oh, maybe that does need to go under. Okay. But, oh, no, the shelf needs to go under there and under there. Okay. And then, oh, look at that. Just lined up. I don't know. Well, they're going back together. That's good news. Oh my gosh, it's already smoother. It's already smoother, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, so now I just need to finish screwing her back together. Yay, but I got her together! Let's put our little knobby on. All right, so see, first of all, it definitely feels sturdier, and I'm glad to see that I put everything back together the right way. Okay, casting on. No. Oh, it's still slipping a little though. I just felt a slip. But from what I just showed to this, it's definitely an improvement because it's not jamming up. I haven't had one like major slip or anything. Yay! All right, that's it. Was it a success? You tell me, is this something that you would want to purchase for your machine? Again, Grumpy Head Designs over on Etsy. That's where I purchased it from. Not sponsored, paid my own money. But definitely if you're looking to extend the life of your Sentro 22 or, you know, it just stopped working, don't throw it in the trash. Don't contribute to the landfill. See if you can fix it first. All right, that's it, everybody. Until next time.